All right, people, what the hell is going on? It is time for me to shoot a video. Yeah. Nah, I was in the middle of doing the tail end of doing some exercise. I can't even really call it a workout. But today's video would be the state since what's this 7-6. It's the end of the 6th month, June. So we coming up on the end of June. And I might have did this video. I might have did this video before already. I don't know. Whatever. But I think I did a while ago. Probably towards the beginning of this month I probably have. But I'm gonna do another one. The state of dating. My current state of dating, which is false, because there is no dating. It's just me on my phone doing this shit here, you know, however many fucking times a day. You can swipe left and fucking right. Just swipe, purposely swiping just for the fucking hell of it. And you go through some realizations when you're doing that, especially when you be like, okay, at the beginning of this year, somewhere in fucking January, you be like, yeah, I'm gonna see where it goes. And here it is, about to be fucking July, and you have not yet come across. The closest I've come to meeting anybody was 2 people that said they was coming by and then no show. That's the close. That's the closest I've got to meeting anybody. And those are people that voluntarily said that they was gonna come by. I didn't ask them to do shit. So, you know, I wasn't expecting shit. Anytime a woman suggests that they come by the house, I'd be like, all right, you come by if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, go through the whole process of swapping addresses. No, not swapping addresses, but numbers and addresses. And them motherfuckers say they're going to show up and then they don't. That's the closest. As far as the inbox is concerned, inbox conversations just don't go to fuck nowhere. I'd say 80%, and I'm just going by the messages that get replied to. Now y'all know I fucking fish with a net, so I cast a big ass net out there. Copy pasta, motherfucker. You know, I throw a big ass net out there. All kind of shit get caught up in that net. So, all kind of, you know, I get all kind of stuff in my inbox from people replying to my initial message. The initial message I send don't mean shit. It's what happens after that, because everybody gets the initial message. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. Conversation don't start until we actually go back and forth beyond that. But of the messages that get replied to, 80% of those just don't go to fuck nowhere. You see? Rude, man. Just rude. I'm in the middle of whatever. Just goes to fuck nowhere, because I got this thing now where I don't shorthand and emojis. I don't fucking deal with. I get those conversations that go back and forth for a little bit, and then once you start getting those one-word replies like, I see, I understand. Well, those are actually 2 words, but you know what I'm saying. You get those short replies where they'll just, or sometimes it's just a LOL or an emoji, or I understand, I see, interesting. Once I start getting those, I end the conversation, because at that point they don't have shit else to say. I've been doing this shit, not just from January until now, you know what I'm saying? This is 27 years, I'll say 27, 26, I started there, 25 years, because I'm 46 now. I say, yeah, from the time I was 21 up until now, basically going through this same thing. You get to learn conversational pattern recognition. You could tell a motherfucker is not interested at all. It's just like, nope, nope, I ain't fucking dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Once you start getting those one-word replies back, especially nowadays, nah, I'm not dealing with that shit. You ain't got shit to say. I don't give a damn who sent the first message. If it gets to the point to where I'm like, okay, I'm replying, I'm actually saying something, and all the motherfucker can do is say okay or okay back or some shit like that. The art of speaking without saying anything, I just end the conversation. And that's how most 80% of my inbox ends like that. I don't force conversation with nobody. Like I say, I have to run across chatty people. You know what I'm saying? I have to run across chatty people. And I don't. I do. I tell you, I do. The chatty people ain't never the attractive ones. I'm going to tell you that right now. Motherfuckers get offended or feel any kind of type of way. But the people that are in my inbox that are actually talking, ain't nothing to look at. And that's coming from this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you see how I go. When I get a reply, I'll look. You know, you look at the picture. I'm like, all right, this is a nice looking woman right here. And then you go look, and they got, if it's a relatively attractive woman, no conversation. None. It's just no conversation at all. You could tell they just used to just letting dudes do all the fucking talking and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not one of those dudes. I'll you know, if I initiate the conversation, I try to stretch it just a little bit. But if I'm trying to stretch it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do typical conversation. I message you and I just fucking talk. I'm not finna ask you. I'm not finna I don't do the interviews. I don't do interviews. I just don't. I'm not finna ask you shit. If there's anything you want to know, you'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's usually how it goes. I'll be in the inbox. They'll start with their interview shit, and that's a turnoff right the fuck there. It is. It's a turnoff right the fuck there. I'm just like, it is. Because if you hop in somebody's inbox and then they hit you up and it's like typical shit, like if it's like a trope, you know, cliche, you know what I'm saying? The same thing that will come out of anybody's mouth. It's just stereotypical shit. If the conversation start off like that, I'm not fucking interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm just no, because I'm just gonna assume that the rest of your conversation gonna be the same. If we was hanging out or whatever, everything that come out of your mouth will be some cliche, trope ass, stereotypical ass shit. Cause that's usually how it is. Like a motherfucker, yo, that's what's up. What the fuck is that? What's up? What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the top things that pisses me off when motherfucker. I hit a motherfucker. You tell her some shit that goes right along with that. I understand. I see. What are you doing? You gonna be up there? You gonna have to see. This is why this fucking stupid ass cat. Get up. Come on. You gonna do it? You gonna be up there? You gotta be still. You gotta get the fuck down. Cause what's gonna happen is the cat goes try to balance herself and then gonna fucking gonna fall off and then claw the fuck out of me. Anyway, yeah, some old cliche ass shit. I'm gonna assume all your conversation is like that because I met people like that. Till everything that come out of their mouth seem like some old cliche that y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You ever watch a black movie? Oh, well, I say black movie, but I'm just gonna assume that everybody's watched some urban ghetto black movie. And it's like you can't tell them all apart because they all got the same dialogue, like everybody across every neighborhood across the country speaks like that. Stereotypical black, blah, 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 blah. But just imagine that amongst, anything. The same old shit, just like, it's so tired. It's people that talk like that. It's just like, really, it's just, just no, man. You ain't got no individuality to where everything that come out your mouth is just something that's just cookie cutter. You be in the inbox of somebody, so tell me about yourself. What? the fuck? You don't know nothing else to say. And it's like that because I've gone to where I've gotten that shit like 3 or 4 times in a row in the same day. And I don't get messages. I don't get a lot of messages. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a lot of messages. And when you get that shit, you say, I don't get much. I don't get 3 messages. 3 conversations going along in the same day. Nevertheless, in a week or a month, and you get that shit 3 times in a day? So tell me about yourself. That conversation's pretty much over with. I read my profile, shit. Another one come by the same day. Oh, so, tell me about yourself. Goddamn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And another one come by later on, a different person. Hey, so tell me about you. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers don't know nothing else. That same shit. It's just like, I'm pretty sure y'all women go through the same shit the way y'all are getting y'all inbox, and it's like however many dudes in there with the same fucking line that speak, you know what I'm saying? The same shit, whatever they say. I don't know what dudes say. Whatever it is, the same shit. And you get somebody like me, I got my little message that I send to people, and it's a, hey, how it going? How's it doing? Some shit like that, And I try to keep it as non-formulaic. It's a copy and paste message. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? I have to, all different people getting it, but it's like, it's something that if I was to speak to people, I would say that same goddamn thing over and over again. So fuck, why would I just keep typing that shit, copy and paste? It say, hello, how's it going? Hope everything is going well with you. And I think the one I got now say, hey, how's it going? It say, hello, lady, how's it going with you? Hope everything is going easy peasy. And motherfuckers just, hi. Oh, hello. I sent you a whole fucking greeting, and you get one word back. Hi. Hello. At that point, I'd be like, I just say hi or hello back. I won't say nothing. That's all I say back. If I sent you a whole greeting and I can't get number one word, you know what I'm saying? One of the big things about me is kind of gauge people's personality if they reciprocate the greeting. If you don't reciprocate the greeting, I'm probably not going to fucking talk to you because I'm going to assume that you're a selfish bitch. You know what I'm saying? If you can't reciprocate the greeting, hey, how's it going with you? Blah, 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 blah. I'm doing fine. How's it going with you? Something simple like that. Something simple. If you don't reciprocate the greeting, then no. Or you get one of those blah, blah, hello, it's going good. Thanks for asking. All right, you're welcome. I won't say nothing back. If I get a thanks for asking without a reciprocation to the greeting, I don't reply back. Or I'll reply back, but it'll be a closing statement. It'll be a closing statement letting you know that the conversation is over. Maybe you know what? Everybody got what they like. You know what I'm saying? So most of my shit go like that. I got a couple people in my inbox now that's just, the conversations was going good but those conversations were going with people that I had no interest in. It's like the people that chat, like I said, the ones that be doing the chatting, I don't find attractive at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't find attractive at all. I mean, we can chat as long as you want, blah, blah, blah. We go back and forth. But it's just, when I look at the pictures, there's nothing in those pictures that made me go, okay. All right. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking for, but, whatever it is, most times it's just like, ugh. You gotta have something. You got a pretty face. Something you can't, and then I'll be running across those, the ones that be chatting, they be uppity and whatever the fuck, I mean, how you gonna, it's a mean statement, but how you gonna be, I ain't gonna say uppity because uppity is not the right word, but it's just like you are, and it's hard to call people choosy because I'm choosy and look at this. I'm a one-eyed, gray-haired, look at it. I ain't got no hair on top of my head. I'm just so raggedy looking motherfucker. I'm about choosy as anybody. But I'm like, it's you. What are you offering? You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from somebody who ain't got shit to offer cash. Don't move from one shoulder to the next. And you ain't got shit to offer shit. But I'm just like, That's in my phone all day long. I get a message. I'm like, oh shit, and it's either one of those. It's one of those. I'm a BBW. I'm just like, you read the profile. I'm a BB. Why the fuck do you need to tell me that? You know what I'm saying? I know I went through this shit before. Why the hell do you feel the need for that to be one of the top 2 things in the front that you need to put on your profile? Letting people know that you fat. We can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can fucking see that. Your pictures are up there. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you was had a profile that didn't have no pictures on it, or for whatever reason you had a bunch of pictures that wasn't nothing but headshots, and then we can just assume that, because that's always the fucking case. I ain't never seen a profile with nothing but headshots and it turned out to be some average built chick. Because average built and slender people don't have the need to do that. You know, I rarely see somebody, now I didn't see somebody that didn't describe their build, well, I'm blah, 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 slim, blah, 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 yeah. But I ain't never seen to where I'm a BBW. You know what I'm saying? Right in the front, which is inaccurate for most of the motherfuckers to start with, because it just needs to be BW. BW, big woman. That second B don't apply to everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? People call themselves BBW. That second B don't need to fucking be there. You just a BW. You a B-dub. You a big woman. And no big, they got the big and tall. They still have big and tall on fucking, they still have big and tall on some dating sites. I think Plenty of Fish still had that on there where you can select big and tall. Just like, those are 2 fucking different things. You know what I'm saying? Those don't need to be listed together. Big and tall are 2 fucking different categories. And the word big just needs to not be in there, because you could be tall and big and not be fat. You know what I'm saying? Big is a matter of stature, mass. You could be tall, you fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Whether you thin or not, you know what I'm saying? You could be, just your mass makes you big. That, you could be fat and not be big. You ever seen a small person? A little fat midget? I mean, they fat, they short, but they not really big. They just fat. Those, you know what I'm saying? This shit don't always correlate. Big and tall. I'm like, that don't need to be on here. And people put big and tall. I'm just like, all right, you big, but you're not tall. And like me, I'm 6'3". I'm not for the select big and tall. You know what I'm saying? Because you put big and tall. I'm not. If I feel both of those categories, then okay, I put big and tall. I'm not big, because big means fat in that sense. I'm tall. I'm not fat. At least not most of me. Not around the waist, maybe a little bit. But goddamn cat, come on, get on, cat. Yeah, come on. Yeah, go find you something to do. The other cats didn't come over here. I brought the cat over here just in case the other cats come over. But I'm over here, so the other cats probably ain't gonna come over. Other than her mama. Her mama might come over. But anyway. Yeah, that big and tall shit, that BBW shit, nah. And I don't mind. Big and you can be fat, but you don't have to tell me you fat. I can see that. I'm blind as shit. But I can see that. But you know what I'm saying? I can see if you fat. I don't need you putting that shit in all big giant capital letters right at the front of your goddamn bio. I'm a BBW, blah, 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 blah. Come on, Kate, you getting on my nerves. You about to get abused on video. Get out of here. Get. You supposed to, go chase her. She was all late. But dealing with that shit, what else? As far as the current state of my non-dating. And all of this is not glossing over the fact that I am not a match for 99% of people. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I got physical limitations, blind as fuck. My travel radius is literally like 3 blocks from my house. So I can't go out meeting nobody, no shit like that. And even if I was, I'm not for to be Ubering myself around to go fucking meet up with nobody because it ain't worth it. Last time I had the last person I Ubered to go see, not even on my phone no more. That was back in 2020 shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I've met one person since then. Maybe. That I totally forgot about. I was like, man, the last person I met was in 2020. I think I met somebody after that, I think. It might have been 2021. It might have been right after the initial COVID thing died down a little bit. I think it was one person I met. And she was cool. And that's like the first downside you can say to somebody about somebody. Well, she was cool, but it's always a but. But it was a but. First of all, she's older than I would like. You know what I'm saying? Well, I take that back because there's some older people out there that you can make exceptions for. She would probably be one maybe that you can make an exception for if you just had to. Because I'm 46. She's 62 now. She was in her 50s she was in like 58 or something when we met. That's, like I said, that was a couple of years ago. She's 62 now. I just saw that today because I was swiping on Tinder and her profile came up. I was like, yeah, I know her. That's old girl. But she one of them motherfuckers that, you gonna be my man. You gonna get that. Nah. I just met you today. And you on that shit already? Nah. I hung out a couple times, twice, like literally just a couple times. But it got to the point where I, just driving out there with my vision and shit, and then that going out there is not worth the Uber ride. It's just not. It'll cost me like $20 to get over there. It'll cost, and we could have hung out more, but it's like, you should come to this club and blah blah blah. I'm like, shit. How about you come to the house? Why the fuck do I want to go to a guy? I am not going to no fucking hole in the wall because, like I see, you see her age. She like to hang out in the hole in the wall. You way over there on fucking whatever the Red Rooster, whatever the fuck that is out on the south side. And you over here some hole in the wall, up over here around my house. I tell you, I'm like shit. For a motherfucker that know you got vision issues too. I'm like, I can't go in clubs. I can't see in places like that. Like literally, I cannot see in places like that. I cannot go into no clubs. You might as well put me in a building with the lights off. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you might as well sit me in a building with the lights off. I can't even go in places like that. Like Dave and Buster's or something. I can't even do it. And that was like years ago when I went to Dave and Buster's. My vision wasn't even like it is now. I couldn't see back then, and that was about 3-4 years ago. I'm like, shit, I can't see nothing in here. You gonna sit me in a hole-in-the-wall club? I can't see nothing. But that's one of them things where I'm like, okay, I say you come by the house if you want, you know what I'm saying, to hang out and shit like that. I can come to your house, but you can't come to mine. But you can make it to all these hole-in-the-wall clubs that's way past my house and in my neighborhood. But you can't come by the house talking about wanting to hang out and shit. Fuck you. So that didn't go nowhere. That didn't go nowhere. But for somebody, she shaped pretty. When she go out, she wear like tights and a little blouse. So she pulls that off pretty nicely. So yeah, but at the end of the day, no. It's one of them things where you can see people's age when you get like real close to them. You see a picture of them, you be like, yeah, they look bad, 62. Woo. Until you get like in their face and you're just like, oh, okay. Yeah. It'd be like a 20-year-old would look at me. See me online, be like, oh, you kind of handsome old guy. I'd get in my face and be like, oh, this nigga ugly. What else? What else is going on as far as dating? Like I said, I'm steady swiping for nothing because it ain't really nothing going on swipe-wise. I have to keep explaining to people because everybody's looking for. I don't give a damn what nobody the fuck talking about. Everybody's looking for Mr. Right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking for right now. No matter what the fuck Mr. Right Now's job, Mr. Right Now might be to bang you to death. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Right Now might be Mr. I'm ready to be in a relationship right the fuck now. But whatever it is right now is the goddamn name of the game, because people always ask, what you looking for? I'm looking for shit. I be on this, I tell people, I say, man, I hop on these little apps or whatever, I swipe and I chat. I hop on, I swipe and I chat. That's it. You start looking for shit, that's the first way to get disappointed. I tell you what, them be the first motherfuckers out the inbox. I tell you that. They be the first ones out the conversation. This nigga ain't looking for nothing. Well, shit, whatever. You are. That's why your ass is always disappointed. I say I deal with whatever comes along, depending on what, because you don't know who the fuck. It's just like right now I'm having a conversation with some Chinese chick in Miami, of all places. Look at this motherfucker. This Chinese chick in Miami on tag. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no hookup type shit. Just talking about life shit. Just talking. You know what I'm saying? Just talking. Ain't nobody like talking about no nasty shit. Because, I like talking about nasty shit. Don't get me wrong. But, it's time and place for that. We're just chatting back and forth, sending a message, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about making plans for the future and, and that sounded kind of weird coming out, but we were in the middle of a conversation where we was kind of discussing, living situations and making plans and, just shit like that, Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a fake ass profile at first. You look at the pictures, it looked like them fake ass Chinese people pictures. It might be, you know what I'm saying? But the conversation is not made up. You know what I'm saying? It might be a fake profile. It might be some fat dude on the other side of those little Chinese chick pictures. Because there's only 3. And it's like Chinese pictures are like, I don't know. It looks suspect. It really do. I ain't going to lie. But the fact that I'm having like an actual conversation, then I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. Whatever it is, it is. Ain't nobody. She in Miami. I ain't going nowhere. So, but just that's what I'm saying. That's what I do when I hop online. I just talk. I just talk. And a lot of people are like that. Their first thing they do is that, what you looking for? I'm looking for nothing. And then they be out to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you. Whatever it is you're looking for, you trying to get right now. I'm gonna tell you right, like it usually go. Motherfuckers start talking, and even if you do end up in an extended conversation with somebody, when we get to the point where we start discussing stuff like that, and we start dating philosophies and shit like that. Once you get to that point, that shit, the conversation usually ends. Because I'm like, shit, it take time. I gotta see how you react to shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how you react to shit. A lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Cat. Wait a minute, is that your head? Oh, I thought that was the cat. Fucking tail. I'm like, you can't be having your butt up against my head, but no, that's a head. I got to see how you react to a bunch of different situations, and that's not how a lot of people work. They want to hear what they want to hear. I ain't gonna tell you what the fuck you want to hear. You need to hear this. You need to hear that. No, well, I ain't gonna tell you that. I can't guarantee none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you gonna start telling me some shit about, just I don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? I tell a motherfucker right up front. I'm like, look, I'm a sedentary person. I don't move around a lot, and I don't care to. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, I might have an excursion. Every once in a while. But no, I'm not no globetrotter. I have no interest in going out. I got YouTube. I can look up whatever the fuck I want to look up. Traveling makes me sick. I don't like flying. I don't know if I like being on cruise boats or not. A friend of mine was trying to get me going on a goddamn cruise boat, and I'm like, I don't know. I sure hate to get out on one of them goddamn cruises and be stuck out there for 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? Just no. The motherfuckers be like, you going to cruise? Really? I'm not one of those cooped up type of people, but I don't know. Cruise boats, I learned a lot about cruise boats over the last couple of years. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be on one, COVID or not. You know what I'm saying? Cat, you got to get down, because you up there. Cat, you about to get abused. No, shit. You so, all right. Kitty spanking. Get out. Look at you. Climb, damn it. Fucking crazy ass cat. Oh, anyway. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit I don't have no interest in. I'm one of the motherfuckers, I'm like, look, you like doing shit? Do it. I'm one of the motherfuckers that you hang out with when you not doing that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to do that, go the fuck do it. You can hang out when you're done. Or come back the next day. Or come over the day before. Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? We can hang out and do what we like doing. I ain't gonna, you know, I don't stop people from doing shit they want to do. And I don't want to be forced to do anything I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to go to a concert, which may happen. You know what I'm saying? I might, even though I'm blind and shit, somebody might come to town and be like, you know what? I might not be able to see him, but I'm going. I couldn't see Anita Baker worth of shit, but I'm going. But it's certain concerts, because I know I listen to different type of music that I would go to, that I necessarily wouldn't, you know, invite somebody that looked like me to go, because they generally don't listen to that shit and it won't be enjoyable. Just like I won't want to go to some of the R&B or whatever the little black music people listen to today. They go to a concert, you know what? Here go 25, 30 bucks for you to drink and food. You know, enjoy your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? I've done that a couple times with a friend of mine. Just buy some concert tickets. Here you go. I know you like such and such, Mary J. Blige or somebody else in Vogue. Or I think those, I don't know. I had bought 2 tickets. Here you go. There go 2 tickets. Go to, go enjoy yourself. Take your friend with you. You know, that's the kind of shit I do. I don't want to see Mary J. Blige. I don't want to see En Vogue. I know you do. Go. At ex of mine. You know, R. Kelly, all this shit. Well, I mean, that shit been going on for a while. But then, R. Kelly came to town. Shit, you want to go R. Kelly? Boom. Here goes some money for you to sustain yourself while you're out. She got her own goddamn ticket. But, as far as, getting there and eating and buying something to drink with the little swirly straw and all that shit, here, boom, here goes some money. You go out with your girls, have a good goddamn time. No problems. You know what I'm saying? No problems at all. And I went to my concerts. She came to one concert, but that's because her niece wanted to go to the concert because her niece listened to that weird white people music like me. And of course, you're not gonna send a fucking young teenage girl with a grown ass man to a concert. So she came along. I mean, she could have came. I ain't doing nothing to that girl, but still, you don't do that. So she came. I'm pretty sure she didn't enjoy the concert, but her little niece did. Niece did. So shit, it is what it is. That's the kind of person I am. You like to do what you like to do it. I like to do what I like to do. I do it. It's just like you can over here. I sit at home, I listen to YouTube, and I play my game. And I might be binge watching some shows and some shit like that. Don't come over here trying to change what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here trying to change what the fuck I do. I'm over here doing what I do. Now, depending on the situation, we might be like, okay, we're going to go over, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But like on an everyday basis, don't be trying to change what the fuck I do. If it's on an occasion, okay. I'm going to sit here, we're going to find something to mutually watch or mutually do or whatever the fuck. And we're gonna be fine. But I'm not one of those people that do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't impose on other people. I don't like people imposing on me. So it's good. Keep your boundaries. And a lot of people don't. They want somebody they want to do. Well, I like to do this, and I like to. Well, go fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Vegas. Well, I like going to Vegas. I'm not sure how long I like going to Vegas, but I go to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas by myself. Wait for nobody else to go. Somebody else want to go, you could show the fuck up. I'll be there. uh, but yeah, shit like that. You know, people want all this compatibility that sometimes that ain't needed. I mean, shit. I don't need to be joined at the hip with nobody. At the end of the day, I'm like, are you pissing me off? As long as you're not pissing me off and you doing your duty in the busting of nuts, then okay, we fine. I'm one of those people that is very simple. Don't piss me off. And we have to have one kink. I got a lot of kinks. Not to get too graphic or no shit. I got a lot of kinks. You have to be able to cover at least one or two of the kinks. We ain't gonna get into that, but you have to be able to cover at least one or two of the kinks, or else sex life just gonna be boring and suck, and then you end up fucking with other people more than you fuck with each other. That's what happens when your sex ain't compatible. You say what you want to say. That's how it turns out. You ain't cutting it in bed or whatever, or wherever the hell you do it. You know, if you ain't cutting it there, I mean, they gonna get it somewhere, because motherfuckers gonna be offering it. Yeah, if you can cover that and not piss me off, you know, you doing pretty good. As long as you ain't digging in my pockets, because you gotta have your own goddamn money. and it's just I'm that simple. You know, and I don't get, my conversation don't get further, I don't know. It don't get that far along a lot of times for a lot of people where I can even discuss that part. The conversations usually fall apart well before then, because it'll come out, that type of thing will come off kind of wrong at the beginning. If I just state that shit right at the beginning, the whole thing will just kind of turn sideways to where, you know, I was like, I don't like to be pissed off, and I like not to be horny. That's the gist of it. That's it. That the fuck is it. I don't like to be pissed off, and I don't like to be horny. Everything else is somewhat negotiable. But those are like right at the fucking top. As long as you ain't pissing me off, because if I'm horny all the time, that means you ain't doing your job. Somebody gonna do the job. That just, no. If you pissing me off all the time, I'm not gonna be around you. You know, so yeah, those two goddamn things. A lot of that other shit is just like, you know, you can be on your own, do that. You know what I'm saying? I understand. It's just like me traveling. I say I ain't want to travel by myself. Well, you know, why I want to go like I go into Vegas? Why do I want to go to Vegas for 3, 4, 5 days or whatever the fuck, and you know, just be up there by yourself? I wanna go to Vegas and do some nasty shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not an experience I've had for the most part in my adult life. It's what I've never traveled, other than when I was like 25, 26 with the girlfriend I had at the time. I've never traveled, you know what I'm saying, with a significant other. Never traveled with a significant other. That was it. Fucking 46 years old. You be like, out of all your girlfriends, you ain't never traveled? Nope. Except for that one where we went to, and I'm in Houston. We went to Galveston, which is what, about a 45 minutes hour away. And then we went to Austin, San Antonio on a trip. That was it. That's the extent. I've been to Las Vegas. A friend of mine showed up in Las Vegas while I was out there. So I was out there. She's like, actually, you know, somebody got airline miles that can just fly wherever the fuck they want to. Yeah, she came out there, but that wasn't a romantic interlude. That was just a woman that was with me while I was up there. There wasn't no freaky deaky shit going on, even though she was up there about 4 days. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, man. The extent of dating is just, I don't have high hopes, because the way that I operate nowadays is just, I don't bullshit people. It's like the other day, somebody was going through my profile on Bumble. She hit me up, your profile's hilarious and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm glad you find it hilarious. you were like, I know you had a whole lot of people swiping left on that ED comment. I'm like, yeah, that's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, went through all that shit. And then she was like, yeah. She was like, she said something about my chosen mode of communication with sarcasm. I say, well, at that point, you'd have missed the whole point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying shit in my profile to keep people to do certain shit. Well, it is in a way, because you read my profile, you know, you supposed to swipe left because everything in that motherfucker is, you know, swipe left material. And she was like, she took it as sarcasm. I'm like, see, that's the point. I'm not sarcastic. Everything I put in my profile is a 1-to-1 correlation to how I am in real life. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, I'm a red flag guy. I put my red flags out there, at least some of them. I put them right there so you know, right ahead. That's the shit that is, and that's not changing. At least no time soon. And she's like, yeah, sarcasm, your chosen mode of communication is sarcasm. No, bitch, it's not. That's you done missed the whole point right there with that one comment. It's not sarcasm. And we had a whole long feed of shit too. And right after that comment, I'll say, but see, that's the whole point. It's not sarcasm. And the only thing I got after that was an okay. That was the end of the conversation. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, but that's how it's supposed to go. When you realize that everything that I put in there wasn't bullshit, you're not interested. I'm not saying shit for effect, just to, you know, be a smart ass and no shit. I know I put all that shit about my limitations, what I don't do, and all that other shit. I put all that shit in there for a reason. Because it's true. I put the shit that's in there that ain't for the change no time soon. I put it right fuck there in your face so you can see. All that shit. It's sarcasm. No, it ain't sarcasm. I'm telling the truth. That's the whole point. And people nowadays are so used to being bullshitted that when you put some straight, you put some straight up shit in their face, just boom, bam, this is what it is. Or they find out, or they try to figure out a way, well, we need to change it. No, we don't need to change the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do, eyeballs on sale, motherfucker? You got a rack of penises up there on sale? You gonna pick a new pair of eyeballs, pick a new penis? I wouldn't mind picking a new penis, though. Pick one uncircumcised one, look like a fucking slug. Still, that's one of the most disappointing things I can think of. Like, why am I circumcised? I'm not Jewish, bitch. Why? Stop circumcising your kids. just stop. There's no point in circumcising. You don't do it to girls, so don't do it to boys. It's not supposed to be that way. Anyway, go off on a whole nother video on that shit. But what else? I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. Until my next update, you know, a couple of months from now. Because ain't much gonna go on there. It's summertime right now, like early summer, so we got a couple of more months of this bullshit. This fucking heat. So, that's it. Until the next update, I will catch y'all on the flip side. There we go.